best character wrestlers.
Top 5 wrestling characters.
Top 5 character wrestlers.
Best character wrestlers.
Top 5 character wrestlers.
The Rock. Come on, with charisma and mic skills, you definitely got to say The Rock. You know, you'd have to be blind not to see that. So definitely going to go with The Rock in terms of the character references.
Next, we're gonna go with Hulk Hogan. Whether it's red and yellow or it was Hollywood black and white, Hogan is a character. Hogan is the character. Well, let me tell you something, brother. Yeah, his whole speeches and everything. Like him, love him, hate him for like some of the things that he's done. Wrestling would not be wrestling without Hulk Hogan. He's really the one that brought all the mainstream to the table. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. There's far more greater actual wrestlers than him, but we're talking about stardom. Hogan, you'll be hard pushed to find anyone on the planet of all time who's a big star than Hogan. And his character work all throughout that time, hey, that's what brought him to the dance. So yeah, Hogan's got to be considered one of the greatest characters of all time.
In at number 2, do you know what? It could have been my number 3, but just because of what it meant as a kid growing up, it has to be the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, who essentially was living out Vince's dream because Vince Sr. would not allow Vince to be a wrestler or step into the ring. But that character, the man who can buy absolutely everything, you have to go back and look at what the character meant through vignettes, buying at a pool, challenging people, buying wrestlers. That is who $1 Million Man was. That is the greatness of the $1 Million Man. And even to this day in NXT, you can bring back the $1 Million Man for the NXT story and people still buy into the $1 Million Man character. Ted DiBiase Jr., convict, was even buying into that story because of how big the $1 Million story goes into.
My number 2. That's gotta be Kane. Go back and look at that cage match. The first time this giant of a man walked out, he was massive. I mean, there's the Kane mask, came out with that mask. He looked frightening. Ripped the door off the cage, and I think that wasn't a gimmick cage door. He just ripped the door off, went in, and he played so many different characters before. Isaac Yankem, and he came out. I swear it was Fake Diesel as well. So to come from being Fake Diesel and come out as Kane, great they put a mask on him so people could forget the Diesel face. But Kane, and he's still doing it now to the point of he became a suit and booted Kane. And he's just a superhuman. So Kane has to be up there. It's my number 2. Has to be up there for everyone else.
My number 2 is Kane. Kane, he's another underserved wrestler, you know, which is crazy to say when you look at the career he's had. He's a legend, there's no doubt. But he should have had even more than he had. That's how good Kane was. So good in the ring, could do everything, could be the big man, even had some high-flying moves, like that top rope clothesline. That was terrifying. Amazing moveset. Until they took the mask off and basically bastardized him, the whole burnt Kane gimmick worked so well, and he was terrifying. I think specifically of Royal Rumble, I believe it was 1998, where he just looks like a machine. A big red machine applicable. But yeah, Kane has to be in my top 5 easily.